Hi, I am Durgesh Mukharya, partner at K&S Partners, an IP boutique, which is completing its 30 years this year. Uh, I am from Bangalore office of the firm and have a background in life sciences. My journey in K&S started in 2008 when I was recruited fresh off my master's. And as a young associate in the firm, I also went on to complete my LLB, as this field requires both legal and technical expertise. It's been great 16 years at the firm, and over the years, I have grown both with and within the firm. And I'm also glad to be part of this industry, which is, although a niche industry, but at the same time, growing in demand and stature. As a life science professional, I feel our basics in science is probably the most important tool that we possess to be able to do any kind of work. In our field, especially in IP and patents, we come across cutting edge technologies almost on daily basis. And unless our basics are strong, it becomes very difficult to understand these newer developments, and it becomes very challenging. Also, another thing which is important from science perspective is patience. It takes a long time for research to go from lab to market, and therefore we as professionals in this field need to be constantly aware of that and be mindful and keep reminding our teams and clients accordingly. So yeah, as I said, our basics are very important, and we need to continuously build on these basics through constant reading, and there's so much online content out there. Thankfully, platforms like YouTube also help you visualize the technologies these days, and you're able to understand them much better. Of course, there are tools like Google and Wikipedia and lots of reading material out there online. But I feel the magic is in viewing the technology, especially in science, on how things come together, how they work. It really helps you in relate to the technologies better, and therefore then help you understand the whole domain and work with it much better. Well, India is doing really well and has been on an uphill trajectory for a few years now. And in the past few years, there's been a massive push from the government to upskill the youth in the country. There's massive focus on technological skills and technical knowledge. And of course, naturally, IP follows. Intellectual property is part of the game. Also, initiatives such as Make in India, Skill India, and so on have gone on to promote self-sustenance and making technologies for the world. And in line with this aim, the Ministry of Commerce also in the country has been extremely proactive on the IP front and has brought in a lot of reforms over the last few years, which is making it easier and simpler for applicants to seek and enforce IP in India. So overall, things are looking really bright for both innovation and IP in India. Yeah, so it's very important for organizations to think global. As the world is getting more and more connected, more and more closer every day, it's very easy for technologies to cross geographical barriers, to cross borders, and be picked up easily by infringers and copycats. And therefore, the approach for IP protection has to be two-pronged. One is to, of course, look at the markets that are of prime commercial importance for from business perspective of that company, but also understanding the markets that are not well explored, or where a competing industry or a competing organization might benefit if you don't have an IP protection there. Also, what is important is where are your technologies being manufactured. That also becomes part of the whole strategy. So, a holistic global IP strategy is critical for a company's overall business prospects.